Good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Music Industry Insights Worldwide. Today we've got Motorola with us. Hi, how are you, Motorola?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Do you want to tell the listeners a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, and what you do?
Uh, okay. I'm Motorola, as you said. I'm from Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. I stay in Abuja, Nigeria. Uh, I'm 21 years old
Yeah,
currently,
yeah,
and music. I'm a music artist.
lovely. And how are you finding the
So
music?
that's
How are
what
you
I do.
finding it? How are you finding?
Hello?
Yeah, how are you finding it in Nigeria right now? Making it in music and trying to be an established artist. How are you finding that?
Uh, it's quite tough because literally everyone in Nigeria, most people in Nigeria are trying to get famous. So where Nigeria is like leading in the social media space.
Yeah,
We have a lot of Nigerians in the social media space trying to make it out there, and in the music industry in particular, we have a lot of Nigerians trying to like get record deals, trying to like make it as independent artists, trying to grow their brand, trying to grow their music. So it's a really, really congested space. It's really hard to like get like
that
be
breakthrough.
an artist in Nigeria right now. But everybody keeps pushing.
Yeah, well, that's really, really nice. And how long have you been doing music for, Motorola? How long have you been in the industry and how long have you been making music for?
Uh I'd say about seven years.
Okay,
About 7 years. 6, 7 years. Yeah.
that's really good. And how are you finding it? And what have been the issues, the barriers, and the struggles that you face?
The main struggle that I faced it will probably be funding. Yeah, funding. Like we don't get too much fundings as independent artists in Nigeria. Most times you have to work for your money and then use the money you've worked for to like go to a recording studio,
Yeah,
pay for sessions and record songs and stuff. So mainly the main problem I've had as a young guy because I started music in my high school days. So most of the money I was getting were just my allowance
okay.
from my parents. So that's like save up and then maybe you them record a few songs and then social media, I mean, 7 years ago wasn't as strong as it is right now,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
wasn't really on social media that much. Then
yeah,
years later, like I've had a lot of issues, especially with keeping a social media account. Instagram, they are really strict with their rules, and I've had a few banned accounts for some reasons or the other. I've had a few banned accounts, so it has also like rebuilding over the years has been a big struggle for me over the years.
yeah.
But yeah, I keep
I'm
pushing.
so sorry to hear that. And did you have a musical education? Do you have an understanding of the music industry, or do you have to learn all that by yourself?
Uh, I I didn't have any formal music education. I didn't have any formal music education, but I was training in the choir during my high school days. I was in the church choir. So
Right.
through the church choir, I learned a
Yeah.
lot of lessons. When it comes to vocal training, when it came to learning riffs,
Yeah.
learning how to sing, learning how to
Okay.
control my breath, everything in the church choir. I didn't have any formal education. I didn't go to school for music. I learned everything from my surroundings.
From your passion, from your surroundings, but also from your heritage, right?
Yeah.
And how has your heritage shaped your music? And what style of music do you make? And how do you make your music? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, okay. When I started out making music, I was more of hip hop/rap, hip
Okay.
hop and rap. That's why I started with is trying to grow my sound because over the years, all I've tried to do is like to get my own unique sound in the industry because you can only thrive if you have your own unique sound. If you try to sound like someone else, you won't really get the what was the word? The promotions or the support you have. But if you have your own unique sound, you can be able to like get a lot of support because a lot of people try to to understand what kind of music you make. So over the years, I've been training myself, and then I've shifted my style of music to more Afro beats now. I
Oh,
do more of Afro beats or Afro trap. That's what I do now. And how do I record my songs? I studied producing online
yeah,
through a lot of youth because studio sessions were getting too expensive for me back in the day. So I began to learn how to produce my own music, my own sound, produce beats,
right.
and mix and master my songs. So that's what I'm doing now. Most I mix and master my songs. I create my own beats in order to avoid licensing issues in the future. So I create my own beats. I record my own. But most times when I really want to get serious, I rent out a studio, and then I get a studio engineer to help me to record and then mix and master my songs.
Well done. That's taken a lot of determination, a lot of passion, a lot of hard work. But again, like you said, you've had to do other things to pay for your music. Now, when you want to see Africa coming up, especially Kenya and Nigeria and lots of different places now in Africa that want to become more developed markets, how can we make it easier for artists and music to make it?
Uh I'd say
Yeah,
more funding because most times, yeah, we follow the trend, we follow what is trending.
yes,
So most times when something begins when something begins to trend, people that are not like really able to follow that trend get left behind,
yeah,
and it's those that are topping the trend that get more attention, and then they leave those that are upcoming, they leave them to the side and let them try and keep on trying till they grow bigger, and then they to the top the trend. But most times, once Nigerians we follow the trend, so once we see something trending, that's where we are. That's where we focus all our attention to. So upcoming artists have to like do double the work. We have to do double the work. We have to double our hustle and try our best to get to that stage that we want to be in the music industry. So I think funding, if upcoming artists could get more fundings, whether it's from labels or it's from banks or it's from wherever they can,
mhm,
it will help them more to be push their music, because you in this music market, you have to be able to market your songs. You can't
absolutely.
just sing and just sing, upload up. Yeah, you can't just leave it and let it just be growing. It doesn't work that way. You have to market your songs. You have to publish your songs. You have to make sure you do a lot of promotions to be able to get your music to that top heights that you want to get your music to. So, and the way to get that marketing done is to get funding. Is to
Mhm,
get funding to be able to do that. So in Africa, in Nigeria, funding is usually hard because everybody is trying to hustle for their daily bread. Everybody's trying to, as
mhm.
we say it
Uh-huh.
in Nigeria, we're trying to get our daily 2K.
Yeah,
Trying to get our daily 2K just to survive for the next day. So, and people don't people don't have that funding to be able to like say they want to push their music. So most times you see guys just dropping freestyles with just recordings on their phones and stuff like that,
yeah.
which is not quality music.
Mhm,
That's why you get a lot of quality music platforms like that. So if they
right.
had better funding, their music will have
Better
much more
quality.
quality. So
Yeah.
I think funding is the main that can help.
That's awesome. And obviously, if you're an up-and-coming artist right now, how do you make money from music? You're spending money on music. Is there good venues for you to play? Is there magazines that take you on? Do you get paid to go on radio stations? How does it all work over there? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Uh, we don't. For you to get paid to be on radio shows over
Yeah,
here, you have to already be uh, a
established.
recognized artist, a
Right.
published artist,
Okay.
someone that is recognized. That's what you have to be for you to get radio shows, or even to go for shows, go for outings and stuff like that. You have to be a recognized
Okay.
recognize artists first of all. You don't have to be that big certified celebrity musician though, but you have to have a level of recognition from the
Yeah.
public to be able to get yourself on radio shows. Most times these days we have to pay, we as artists have to pay the radios and televisions to put us on their shows
Okay.
as upcoming artists. We the ones to pay them before we can get ourselves out there.
Okay.
But once you're a recognized artist, it becomes interchanged. This time around, they are the ones paying you because they know your time is
Yeah.
money, your time is
Yes.
and everything. So they're the
Okay.
ones paying your time to be on those radio stations, on those radio televisions that you want to be on. So, uh, that's why we have to work hard as upcoming artists to be able to push our push ourselves to that level of recognition that will at least
A
get
lot of
people
hard work. It's a lot of hard work and well done.
to
Keep
be
going.
like, oh, I heard your music from what.
It's a lot of hard work, but you keep going because I'm pretty sure, you keep going, you keep trying, and it will pay off in the end.
Yeah, yeah, yes. One thing you need to understand is in Nigeria, basic, not just Africa, in Nigeria
Yeah.
mainly, you have to put in double the work everybody does. You have
Okay.
to put in the that's how we Nigeria builds. We have to put in double. Everything is double because you can't compare the pay in, for example, in the US. You can't compare the pay in the US to the pay
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Nigeria. So
Yeah.
that's why we have to double work at every interval, at every point of our lives. We have to keep on pushing, pushing, and pushing to be
Okay.
able to get
Yeah.
recognized.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that one. And what's it like in Africa itself? Say, for example, you want to tour North Africa, you want to go to South Africa. How is that collaboration across Africa going right now? How does that work?
It's gotten better actually. It's
Yeah.
gotten better over the years.
Good. Yeah.
Back then we were more, let's say 15 years ago, we were more just Nigeria. When we sing our songs, we sing it for just our ears, for just our country people to listen to our sound. But now it's gotten much better. When we sing not just for our country people, but for the rest of the world to hear our sound and to
Absolutely.
like our sound and to love
Yeah.
our culture. We sing for the culture. That's
Absolutely.
what
Yes. Your tribe, your
we do
community,
with other
your
parts
business.
of
Yeah.
Africa.
That's
When
beautiful.
we collaborate with other parts of Africa,
Yeah.
we we make sure to uh get ourselves someone that is also on our level. We don't just collaborate with anyone. We have to make sure that who we are collaborating with is someone
On the same vibes, on the same values.
someone big.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone on the same level as we are.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
how.
Absolutely. That's great. And I love all the stuff you're doing right now. So what music have you got coming up next? What's going on in your musical career itself now, Motorola? What's going on?
Uh these days I what I do is mainly I'm working after I found myself. Now I'm trying to work on more collaborations with more people. Back in the days I was just only me. I don't like featuring people on my songs. But these days I'm working on more collaborations, trying to collaborate with more people, trying to uh add new sounds to my sound and not just sound stiff, not just sound one way. I'm not just a one-way traffic. I want to branch out into different sounds. So I'm in talks with a few people. So we're trying to work on some songs and then also in talks with some brands to try to get myself like uh some shows this year. I'm trying to get myself some shows because throughout last year I was on the break. I didn't go for any show. I didn't try to like get myself out there. But this year I'm trying to work on get myself more shows, trying to get out there, trying to get more people to recognize my sound, trying to build myself, trying to build my own brand and my unique sound. That's what I'm working on this year.
Good on you and good luck to you as well. So if anyone wants to find your music, they want to connect with you, they want to collaborate, how can they connect with you, Motorola? Where can they find your music?
You can find my music on Spotify.
Yeah.
on Spotify. Yeah, my name is Torola, on Spotify, Torola. So they can find me on Spotify. They can also find me on Instagram
Yeah.
at the Great, Torola D, then Great.
Yeah.
They can find my Instagram. You can message me, you can DM me on Instagram
Perfect.
or on TikTok.
Yeah.
On TikTok too.
Well done. I'll
Yeah.
leave the links in the description so all of the listeners and the viewers can go along and find your music, connect with you, collaborate. Please do support Motorola and his great work that he's doing at the moment. Can I also ask you, you're in Nigeria, there's different religions, different cultures, different age groups, all mixed in a great melting pot of, diversity. How do you find that as an artist coming up now and finding yourself?
Uh if you asked me this question maybe a few years back, I would have said it was really tough
Yeah.
for um collaborations between tribes
Uh-huh.
and stuff. In Nigeria, we have over 500, I think, in Nigeria. So a
Yeah.
lot of diversity. We have a lot of diversity in Nigeria. But over the years, we've learned to come together and like build ourselves as one country and not just as individuals,
Yeah.
as one country. We're trying to. So back then, the Nigerians would see a young, maybe 16-year-old, 15-year-old trying to do music and be like, yeah, he's just he's just playing with his life. He's
Yeah.
not serious with his
Yeah.
life yet. But now, as a 12-year-old, now,
Mhm.
yeah, you can do music, you can get popular, people will view your sound, people will love your sound, people will not care about your age, because now everybody has the chance, everybody has equal chance to make it in the industry. It's no longer a selected few. It's no longer a selected few. It's now everybody has the chance to
Great.
make it in Nigeria. So
Yeah.
and age inclusion has become
That's lovely. Thank you for sharing.
much more better now.
Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate all your insights, all your value, everything you're doing right now. What would you like to see improve in Nigeria for people like yourself to make it easier, and not just the funding, but how can we make sure that you get that voice, you get that international stage? What could we do to support you in Nigeria right now, internationally? How can we help?
Uh, it comes with marketing and consistency. Actually, you have to be. I have to be consistent.
Yeah,
Getting my voice out there, it won't be a problem. My voice staying there depends on my consistency.
absolutely.
That's just how industry is built. You can get your sound out there, people will listen to you, but are you consistent in giving your sound to those people that are trying to understand your sound, that are just listening to your sound for the first time? Are you giving them over and over and over their trip? Because it's just like music is just like food. Music is just like food. You can taste a new food today. Once you taste a new food today, uh if you don't eat that food consistently, you might end up forgetting the taste or
Right.
how that food tastes like. So you have to go back and see if you are eating it consistently, and see if the person is dropping that food consistently for you to be able to remember or feel the taste in your memory. So
Yeah.
you have to keep giving the taste over and over and over. So to get my sound out there is just marketing and publication. If I can get a publication to not just in Nigeria,
National.
internationally,
Yeah.
apart from the funding, publication too is very much important.
Brilliant. That's so, so nice. And I love to hear these kind of inspirational stories, these stories that make you just want to see the change, want to support the change. And I just want to say, keep up the amazing work. You're doing such a great job right now. Do you know what I mean? And I just wish you all the success for everything that you're doing in the future, because it takes a lot of hard work, dedication, and passion. But not just
Thank you.
that, it's also, like you said, the networking, the collaborations, and the community building, isn't it? It's not just about you, it's a bigger picture. You still there? I think I might have lost the signal, Motorola. Are you still
Yeah,
there?
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Perfect. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still here. Okay.
Brilliant. I don't know if you still heard that, but yeah, I just want to say keep up the amazing work, keep up to all the great stuff that you're doing right now. And is there any major wins or successes you want to share with us before you go?
Uh, no, not. I don't have anything currently. I don't have anything currently that I would like to share though.
Okay.
Everything is still much private.
So have you got any music coming?
But I just yeah, I have a few songs. I have a few songs coming up later this year.
Yes.
The a particular date I don't have, but I know I have a few collaborations coming out this year with a few people.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out there. Well, make sure everyone go check out Motorola's great work, and it's Torola on Instagram as well. So please do go and check out the music. I'll be keeping an eye out. Thank you ever so much. I've really enjoyed your story, your time, your energy, and your passion.
Thank you so much for your time.
It's a real pleasure.
Thank you.